Hey everybody, Ishmael Omondi here with Citywide Properties. I'm so excited to come back to you guys again because I want to talk about Series 2 about investing in Africa and versus investing in the United States, in Kenya in particular, because that's where I went and I saw a lot of people, I saw a lot of investors, and a lot of people are wondering, can you invest in the United States if you're not a citizen? Yes, you can. You can be a foreign investor and invest here, and you can go ahead and get your gains when you're living in a different country. You just have to follow the laws and pay taxes and things like that, which I will talk about on my next series. But right now, I just wanted to put the numbers together because I already talked about investing, okay, in Kenya, and I already talked about investing in the United States. But now I want to put the numbers together so you can see the numbers and you can understand what I'm talking about and you can compare what I'm saying versus just me talking. But if I put the numbers in there, you're going to know that numbers never lie. Like I said, men lie, women lie, but numbers, they will never lie. Anyway, let's go ahead and dig into this actually. So this right here is going to just force the value of whatever you trying to buy, a property you're trying to buy. This going right here is going to show you the actual value, for whatever you're trying to buy. And if you want to use this, you want to use this for any property, any investment property, because this is a really great method for you guys. So let's go forward and see what I'm talking about. So right here, I have Africa, Kenya on one side, okay? Particular Kenya, because that's what I know a lot of because I've been there and I grew up in Kenya, so I understand from that perspective. And right here is the United States because I've worked here as a real estate agent, so I understand the market here, understand how everything goes from the value and the prices for the market. So I know what I'm talking about when I have the United States here, especially in Dallas, Texas in particular. So I just want to talk to you guys about that so you can know what I'm talking about. So let's start here in Africa, Kenya. So this one right here is actually a building, okay, an apartment complex, a unit, an apartment unit with 10 units. So you have 10 units right here. Okay, let's say an example is in Umoja. So let's say you go, there's a place called Umoja, okay, in the Eastlands. It's so if you build an apartment complex, they call it flats. So if you build a flat for 10 units, okay, it's probably gonna cost you in Kenya. This building probably gonna cost you around 20 million Kenya shillings. 20 million Kenya shillings, okay? So 20 million Kenya shillings to around 30 million. So 20 million to 30 million Kenya shillings just to build this whole 10 units flat. It's going to cost you 20 million to 30 million Kenya shillings. So we're looking at $200,000 to $300,000, for this whole apartment complex, this whole flat. And you have to make sure that all your tenants are paying you so that you can be able to get the right cash flow, at the right time when you need that money as an investor, as a landlord, whatever you're trying to be. But anyway, so let's go ahead and see from this perspective. So you invest in the whole apartment complex, 10 units, all right? So you're getting 20,000 Kenya shillings, which is $200 a month from each unit. So right here you see you get $200 a month, which is 20,000 Kenya shilling from each unit. Okay, you have 10 units. So if you have 10 units, okay, your gross potential rent is going to be $24,000 right here, which is 200 times 12 months, which gives you $24,000 or 2.4 million Kenya shillings. Because $10,000 is 1 million Kenya shillings. So you have 2.4 million Kenya shillings gross potential rent for the whole year, meaning each unit is paying $2,400 a year, each unit, and you have 10 units, okay? So each unit is giving you $2,400, which is going to give you a gross potential rate of $24,000, which is 2.4 million Kenya shillings, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to have at least a vacancy rate. Let's have a vacancy rate of 90% because you ain't going to fill all these units one time, okay? So we have a vacancy rate of 90%. Okay, that's occupancy rate, whereby let's say you don't have somebody occupying that property. That's what it means by occupancy rate. So if you don't have anybody occupying that property at the moment, okay, so that's why I put it at 90%. All right. So your gross income is gonna be 24,000 times 90%. 24,000 times 90%. You're gonna get $21,600, okay? $21,600, which is 2.160,000 million shillings, okay? $21,600, okay? So that's what you're getting as your gross income. Your gross income. All right, so your estimated expenses. So let's say you have expenses, and in Kenya there's a lot of expenses because you have to pay rates, you have to pay taxes. You know, you have to make sure that probably you're not paying for water. Okay, the tenants are not paying for water. You know, you paying for water as a landlord. All right, so if you pay for water, you know, that's an expense. Okay, you have to pay government taxes. You have to pay. You know, there's a lot of things you have to pay, you know, when you have a commercial property for apartment for people to live in. So you have to pay a lot of things, and let's do probably 50% of that. So you're gonna be left with $12,000, which is 1.2 million Kenya shillings. Okay, $12,000. So that's what I'm talking about. So what I'm looking at right here is your net operating income. So what's your net operating income? Is gonna be $9,600 because we're gonna do your gross income. We're gonna deduct that from your